bowlers with Barber gone. It now rests heavily on this pair. this equation. 27 overs, 144 to get. We know that this pair bats well together. Got a massive 260-run partnership against South Africa. In Karachi earlier this year only. Oh, that's the straighter one. Once again, guile and so beautifully bowled.
It's just that control. You get one to turn, he beats you outside your outside heads, and then he gets the one to go straight on with the arm. So he's challenging both sides of the bat, which is key.
Pakistan will have to deal with him for 10 overs, so it's not a T20I where he'll go a couple of overs, then he'll field deep somewhere and then come back for the last. Is good from South Africa that they've got plenty of overs left for 10. His ability to hit the stumps, it's just mind-boggling. Control.
I suppose that's the beauty of this format. Like you've alluded to, can't just face 1 or 2 overs of a bowler and get off strike, or face the next bowler. It's about persisting and getting through that spell. Ian Vertain, he's in the middle of an excellent spell in terms of control. As much experience as you have in Rizwan and Salman, there's a bit of a battle on their hands at this moment in time.
Nicely bowled. Another impressive over from the left armer. 1, 2, 3 for 3.
सो पहले हमने सफर का आगाज किया। सफर था तारे खैर का। अब एक बार फिर वही तजुर्बा और वही एतबार जिससे होगी आपके दस्तरखान की राहत लाजवाब। हमदर्द रेसिपी मिक्सेस, द टेस्ट ऑफ हेरिटेज।
South Africa opting for Bosch, 1 for 9 in his 2 overs. What could be the criteria here? What could be the strategy here to introduce pace at this stage for him?
Yeah, I think the mindset would be to have a bit of pressure ball from both ends. South African captain, you'd be looking at Corbin Bosch, who's been the most consistent bowler throughout the tour so far, to extract a little bit of pressure from that end. Whilst Vertain was bowling an excellent spell, runs were leaking from the other end, so the mindset behind all of this would be a couple of tight overs that will create an opportunity. He's gone to his premier bowler for Corbin Bosch.
About hitting the hard length and keeping the ball within the stumps. Doesn't seem to have a lot of variation. He's kind of one-dimensional in that regard, but when on song, he'll deliver you with that option of hitting the hard length and keeping it straight.
I think the one element that he does possess in this format especially, is he gets the ball to nip back at the stumps. For a long period of time, batters are being challenged in that department. They're so used to the ball going away from the bat where they can offer and free their hands. When the ball comes back, that's when your techniques get challenged a bit.
That's a very good start by him. Proteas needing a bit of calmness from his end. On target, on stumps. Batsmen in conversation, it's about making sure that you don't lose your way. No need to rush things. Still plenty of time in a way. 25.3 to get 140. This is a critical partnership for Pakistan. Rizwan and Salman Ali Agha. There's a strong appeal. Is it off the pads? Coaches. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? Keeper doesn't seem to be that much interested in this.
Yeah, Quinton de Kock signaling straight away that it come off the pad. But like you say, it's the awareness. Communication is so key. Understanding why Britsky has gone to his premier fast bowler. This one just angling down the leg side here. Perhaps just catching a clip of the pad on the way through. Quinton de Kock straight away not interested. Yeah, just clipping a little clip on the way through to the keeper. Excellent from Quinton de Kock not to go for it.
Cut shot into the gap. Runs away from the fielder. Such a nice connection and a welcome relief for Salman Ali Agha. A little bit of width provided and made use of.
Yeah, for the first time in over, Corbin Boss going away from the ploy of going into the stumps, creating a bit of width. Like we know, in this part of the world, batsmen will welcome at any given day when there's a bit of pace on the ball. And it generates so much hand speed through that ball. It's make that ball accelerate to the fence.
On the pass, worked away, dive, Pretorius. Is it? Linde there doing a very good job of it. One. .263. Will it be enough? 1 to 9 for 3. 125 of 150 balls. Coach is desperately looking for another scalp here.
Yeah, I think it's important not to start getting greedy. From time to time, when you urgently need a wicket, you could go into the mode of trying to bowl wicket-taking deliveries. And in doing so, you offer up scoring opportunities. This game is a long way from over.
Oh, the angle delivery coming back. Umpire is being challenged. He says not out. Probably has made the right call.
Yeah, brilliant again from Fortuin. Just held it back a bit. South Africa in conversation on whether to send this up or not. Have they? Yes, they have. Just about in time. We'll have a little look, ladies and gentlemen.
TV umpire to director with a clear review for LBW. The original decision is not out. I've checked the bowler's feet and it's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on, please, when ready?
Yes, they have. Just about in time. We'll have a little look, ladies and gentlemen.
Just go back a few first, please. Yeah, clear gap between bat and ball. Go to ball track and ready, please. Pitching in line, impact in line. When wickets missing, Joycott, you can still your original decision of not out. Stand by.
Yes, it looked iffy, missing the stumps down the leg side, but to Salman's credit, what he did well was to be on the front foot. And you've got to be on the front foot most times against Fortuin because you can never tell of that slant that comes back and surprises you. And on a spinning track, that is such a lovely variation because you're usually playing for spin. So the one that straightens can get you into a lot of trouble. Oh, that's quick and jumped. Ranjan Madugale there working away, making a report. I don't know whether he makes a report on commentators as well, Ranjan Madugale.
Well, for you and me, hope he doesn't.
My under-19 partner, Ranjan Madugale. Upish and away from the infielder. Salman Ali Agha seemed to struggle against Fortin. Not entirely there. He usually is so strong against spin. What are the chances of a sweep shot here? There's him down the field for a run. So, interesting passage of play continues. 131 for 3. Azim is busy with quite a few useless.
गाइस पाकिस्तान वर्सेस साउथ अफ्रीका लाइव मैच देखने के लिए क्लासिक क्रिकेट शॉट्स एंड हाइलाइट्स 56 को सब्सक्राइब करें और पाकिस्तान का मैच लाइव एंजॉय करें।
Nicely played into the gap. That's gone all the way for 4. Great piece of timing and placement. Rizwan wants them there.
Yeah, fantastic time, but what impressed me most about the shot is the balance. Slanting down the leg side, but just look at that balance. Was in control of that shot all the way through, not looking to overhit it, using the pace on display. Fantastic. It appears that go right in front of square.
Guys, that in-between length where you can not be forward nor back. And Rizwan at times can be caught in that no man's land. Plays from the crease at times, especially to the ball that comes back into the stumps.
I feel from a seamer's perspective,
How to watch
perhaps
live
a little bit on the
Pakistan
softer
versus
side.
South Africa?
Because every now and again we have seen the ball squatting coming back into the stumps. So almost try and get the batsman to play with a horizontal bat. Paramount importance that you want to bring the top of that off stump into play.
That's it. Fielding as a result becomes that much more important now. Right, time to visit area. Nation's favorite tea brand. About keeping that ball as dry as possible. Little bit of dew around, not a lot. About keeping that ball as dry as possible. Little bit of dew around, not a lot. A slow ball to Rizwan and a misfield now. It just upsets the rhythm of your team. Such a misfield.
Yeah, it certainly does. This game is all about momentum, and whilst you have it on your side,
गाइस, पाकिस्तान वर्सेस साउथ अफ्रीका लाइव मैच देखने के लिए क्लासिक क्रिकेट शॉर्ट्स एंड हाइलाइट्स को सब्सक्राइब करें और लाइव मैच एंजॉय करें।
The bowling coach for South Africa, Piet Botha. He's a very structured guy. Very mechanical when it comes to bowlers. Want to make sure that fluent in your action and point of delivery. You've got a good balance, point of release. He's did his rounds on South African domestic circuit.
But it's an era of being unstructured, Bern. Especially here in our part of the world where natural ability and instincts are credited with a selection. That has its own value, the unorthodoxy, being different. Ideally, you should be looking for that match, that marriage of unorthodoxy with a bit of structured course.
And that's the one thing I love about this part of the world. As much as I can give you control and all the rest of that, natural skill level, natural ability, that's something you can't teach. You can't teach a guy to bowl quick. That comes naturally. I don't know how you guys keep churning them out. But a wonderful, wonderful record of fast bowlers. Just keep coming out.
Oh, he's got to be sensible here, Rizwan. Curb his natural instincts to sweep the ball. South Africa would be exactly like this for the next few overs. Disciplined, wicket to wicket, and hoping for a follow wicket. Hope for the best. That is what they'd be reminding themselves. Let's keep on plugging away like that.
Yeah, this is going to be a test of temperament. Mohammad Rizwan is a player who loves to be aggressive, who loves to impose himself on the opposition bowler. This is an excellent piece of bowling by George Linder. Big question mark would be, can he keep his calm?
There's the big shot. Where's it gone? Into the gap. Took a lot of risk, Rizwan. That was enough for him.
Yeah, it certainly seems like your nerves can't hold up in the commentary box here, Rameez. But that's the nature of the player. He's always going to look to take the positive route. Mohammad Rizwan is not going to be dominated by a bowler. It's very often where they get themselves into trouble by taking that element of risk at a crucial juncture of the game.
Hits it into the ground. There's a cry of anguish. He wanted more out of that shot, out of that length. None for 42 for Linde. South Africa to flavor success, he's got to have nice last 3 overs. There's the drive into the gap. That is a brilliant stroke. Freeing his arms and letting it go smoothly through the offside to the fence. Disappointing end to the over, I think.
Yeah, just over pitch on this occasion.
पहले हमने सफर का आगाज किया, सफर था कार खैर का। अब एक बार फिर वही तजर्बा और वही एतबार जिससे होगी आपके दस्तरखान की राह लाजवाब हमदर्द रेसिपी मिक्सेस द टेस्ट ऑफ हेरिटेज।
Yeah, this innings of Pakistan is gaining momentum after that stutter of losing 3 wickets in a cluster. But these two are making the recovery, already featured in a partnership of 39. They need to eke out more. Fortin is regularly posing problems to both the batters out there in the middle. Exploiting the state of the pitch quite nicely.
Change of ends for beyond 14 as well. Bowling from the far end. Excellent figures tonight so far. Just the 8 runs in his 4.2 overs. The important wicket of Babar Azam. 120 of 130 now. The gap just starting to close in that difference for Pakistan. The first time Amir, the required rate has also just gone above the run rate that they are at.
Stop threatening. It's all about staying out there in the middle. Keep on hitting the holes. Keep on ticking the scoreboard. Yeah, he's really bowled well tonight. That's high in the air. Into the gap. Well-earned boundary.
Cobb Bosch signals he's not sure. He might have just stepped outside the fence while the ball was in his hand before he could throw it back into the playing field. So we will have a look. Tall man, so his reach is good. One bounce, he does take the leap. Just feel he lands with the ball in his hand. Just there. Just there, just the way his steps had gathered, he could not do anything. Takes it back. He's already made contact with the ground outside the fence, so that'll be 4. Much needed 4 as well for Pakistan.
A dentist having such eyesight, amazing. Well spotted.
Oh, we ought to have good eyesight. Don't want to be plucking the wrong tooth out, Amir. Another good over. Is that boundary? But they won't mind the ball coming onto the bat with pace on either. 48, the partnership between the two in the middle. with the two of them. The longer they stay out, the longer Pakistan will feel they're well in control. This is the way the field is set as well. The two men catching, extra cover and mid-wicket, both very straight.
And for that particular reason, take the pace off. That is the demand from the captain. We have seen Naseem Shah prevailing with those slow deliveries. It won't be a bad idea to pursue it.
So far, all three deliveries with pace on. Also good ploy against Mohammad Rizwan, who does sometimes leave a gap between his bat and pad. More with hand-eye coordination, a slow one into the surface, the off-cutter in particular.
And you're absolutely right. He's sort of a batsman who doesn't try to get to the pitch of the ball. He likes to hit the ball on the up without any footwork. It might work. Worth a try. Stays busy, Rizwan.
Clips into the leg side, very fine, and 4 will also bring up the 50 partnership, 53 of 61 now. Salman Ali Agha, since he's come out into the middle, has provided a little bit of more positive attitude into this partnership.
Desperation is creeping in. And hence we have seen bowlers faltering now quite consistently. But a timely partnership between these two steadied the ship. And the runs came at a very good rate too.
It's a good over for Pakistan, 7 off it, 30 done, 159 for 3. For 3, Pakistan requiring another 105 runs. This first ODI contest here in Faisalabad, 1 of 3, all 3 of them at this venue. Oh, how close is that? My goodness, almost dragged it back onto the stumps.
Almost dragged it on. Almost.
pace on. Captain for South Africa, Matthew Bretsky, will hope. Next wicket for Pakistan comes from somewhere. If they can break this partnership open,
गाइस वीडियो को लाइक कर दें प्लीज।
Confident batter at the moment defending the ball, Salman Ali Agha. And the suggestion is for Salman Ali Agha, he should have a look at the recording of this innings. I might identify a thing or two for him.
we're speaking about the previous over, how techniques change. Churned down the numbers for a long time in this day cricket and the domestic format for Pakistan. Could that be down to the advent of T20 cricket and how the modern players now want to evolve, especially given the approach Pakistan T20 side has had of late?
Could be few reasons. Can be one of them. Another inside edge onto the pad. He does live dangerously. Mohammad Rizwan anyways.
When you watch his footwork, so the stride on the front foot is not extravagant. He's never really to get to the pitch of the ball. It is more of his hands through the line of the ball.
सब पहले हमने सफर का आगाज किया। सफर था कार खैर का। अब एक बार फिर वही तजुर्बा और वही एतबार जिससे होगी आपके दस्तरखान की लाजवाब हमदर्द रेसिपी मिक्सेस, द टेस्ट ऑफ हेरिटेज।
फिर ये आगे
बड़ी गई वो पहले कभी करने की बड़ी थी मारूंगा वो पे।
Pakistan required 100 from 108 deliveries. They look in good shape at the moment. 59, the partnership between Mohammad Rizwan and Salman Ali Agha, that of 74 deliveries. The asking rate 5.5. Pakistan have kept up with that.
Yeah, both these batters are marching along relentlessly to Pakistan. Much needed partnership. And both handle the pace and spin quite well. Now there was a scare for Pakistan. And a couple of wickets fell back to back. And from there on, this partnership has augured well for Pakistan.
Partnerships always key. First one was important to get a good start for Pakistan in this chase. Now for the fourth wicket as well. 59 off 74. Still no due Amir Sohail. There's plenty of conversation around that it does normally come in. That's what Shaheen Shah Afridi said at the toss, that one of the decision's reasons was that due later on. So far, so good.
Nice. I'm on my daily batting. That's to be better.
Has picked up nicely. Went down early. Length pickup was good. He picks up 4 on the first delivery.
Yeah, he set himself for the sweep a bit too early for his own liking. The length was dragged back and he waited on the delivery and changed the stroke. Just a paddle sweep. Another boundary scored by Mohammad Rizwan.
He's extremely effective with the deliveries that are angling into his legs or the leg side, starting at middle stump. Trouble he has is when the deliveries are starting just outside the off stump and land within that off stump, middle stump line, where he leaves himself slightly vulnerable. The channel outside the off stump deliveries ending up in line with his pads is extremely effective. Like you said, sets himself early, can play the ball very fine all the way up into the long on area. So his range is quite elaborate onto the leg side.
Yeah, not many batters are comfortable sweeping the ball from is one exception, Mohammad Rizwan. Usually batters, they pick the ball from outside the off stump or outside the leg stump. He spends a lot of time at the net sweeping the ball and takes that practice to the games. That's why that throw comes off often than not. $169 for 3 Pakistan.
सब पहले हमने सफर का आगाज किया। सफर था कार खैर का। अब एक बार फिर वही तजर्बा और वही एतबार जिससे होगी आपके दस्तरखान की राहत। लाजवाब हमदर्द रेसिपी मिक्सेस, द टेस्ट ऑफ हेरिटेज।
For 3 for South Africa. Pakistan 169 for 3. There was that stage in the game where Pakistan just picked up a few wickets in that middle order for South Africa. At the moment, South Africa to deal with a partnership which is good from Pakistan. The ball V runs as well in Pakistan's favour. 94 of 101. Pakistan still have Hassan Nawaz, Hussain Talat and Mohammad Nawaz, all who can bat.
Easy does it. A play full quarter of overs. Pakistan will get over the line. Lizard Williams hasn't been able to bring any impression on the batters. He's been dealt with adroitly by the Pakistani batters. Another inside edge on to the foot.
When you and I came on to commentary, there was a question around whether they will bowl the change of pace deliveries into the surface. The 3 overs Lizard Williams has bowled in his second spell, I can only remember the one delivery that was off pace. Everything since just on pace. So maybe that is something that you can look from a tactical point of view. Change of pace into the surface, drawing both batters to maybe go for the pull shot. Done well to keep it down, because the spinners for South Africa have bowled 19 overs, 91 for 3, both wickets, 2 wickets to Frere, 1 for 14, going at 4.8 runs in over. George Linder hasn't picked up a wicket and has gone for a few runs as well, so that's where beg your pardon, Matthew Brett given the ball back to the seamer. Dungi Ngidi just
चैनल को
4 overs.
सब्सक्राइब कर दो।
Now he's got his head in his hands, because that is not the first time that has happened. The inside edge found all sorts of body parts for Rizwan and Salman Ali Agha, not the stumps. So one chopped on into his own body. Salman Ali Agha earlier on, Rizwan plenty of times has dragged it back on his stumps, back onto his pads, beg your pardon. Banged! Absolutely crunched to the offside. Some way to end that over. 175 for 3.
Finally decided that it's time to charge at the bowler. And did it comfortably.
Mohammad Rizwan's in terms of, you see a few plays and misses, you see a few chopped on deliveries, you see him getting frustrated with himself, then you see him jump down the track and absolutely crunch one through the offside. Lizard Williams has just gone off the field.
गाइस आपने अभी तक मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया, मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें
Once again, change of fence.
और
for
वीडियो को
14.
लाइक कर दें। मज़ीद पाकिस्तान की इस तरह की लाइव मैच देखने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें और वीडियो को लाइक कर दें।
Just to remind you of the new ICC regulations as well.
पाकिस्तान के तमाम
Onwards
मैच
from
लाइव
the
देखने के लिए
34th
चैनल
over,
को
only
सब्सक्राइब
one will continue for the remaining 16. Up in the air, is that a chance? One running back, one running forward, falls right in the middle of the two. Really
Video
feel
को
Ahmed
like
Salman
कर
Ali
दें।
Agha knew exactly where the field was, and that's why he took him on.
Placed it quite nicely. Not deliberately, though. That's important for Pakistan.
Asking politely, just feel he was too far down the track. Outside the off stump well.
Yeah, can't review it anymore. Exhausted both reviews, South Africans.
Well, a little while earlier, we got Azim Siddiqui, our stats guru, next to us, and
अगर आपने
Ramesh Rajan
चैनल
referred
सब्सक्राइब नहीं
that he
किया
keeps
अभी तक
providing
चैनल को
useless
सब्सक्राइब कर
stats, which
दें.
I agree with. A lot of the time, they don't make absolutely no sense, but this one for the Pakistan fans will make sense. This one, once again, might just fall in the middle, just away Zingaba Peter, who's coming for Lizard Williams. And quickly get that stat in, Ahmed, for the Pakistan's fans, all of it from Azim Siddiqui. Every time Mohammad Rizwan is in a chase and has remained not out, it's on 13 occasions that has happened. Pakistan have gone on to win 12 of those games.
भाई वीडियो
Never
को
easy
लाइक कर
running
दें.
back. Twice now in 2 overs. The sweep shot has just taken the top edge. Once from Salman Ali Agha, once from Mohammad Rizwan. This is the guy, Azim Siddiqui. You can make up your mind whether you like him or not. End of the over. 181 for 3.
Yeah, Pakistan definitely ahead in this game. Are going after the job. Very workmanlike. Mixture of singles,
गाइस
doubles
पाकिस्तान के
and
मजीद
boundaries.
मैच इसी तरह लाइव देखने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें.
Lungi Ngiri now to bowl. Been out of the action for a very long time. Bowled the first 4.
Why are you after our stats guy, Azim Siddiqui?
आपको इस चैनल पर लाइव एचडी मैच मिलेंगे.
I mean, I think not useless, maybe irrelevant at times.
Brilliant, Amir. That's 2 adjectives now. Useless and irrelevant. Keep them coming. We have Ramiz in next. He'll add on to that. Especially when the stats come in at 2 in the morning. Make absolutely no sense. And when you don't say his stats, he's almost relentless, like they're making absolutely no sense, but he's still on your case.
He's a thorough professional. There is no doubt about it. We're just pulling his leg. That's all.
Yep, we try and work as a team. A lot of the stuff that we say come from a lot of other people who put the hard yards in the stats.
One suggestion, he has to get his timing right.
Well, Amir, that just seems to be an overall concern in our part of the world. Just to the left of your screen as well, Ramiz Raja, Zainab Abbas.
Just been handed over another stat.
Relevant? Not relevant?
Kind of.
Right then. Back to the cricket. 47, Rizwan steady ship as he's done on so many occasions for Pakistan. 78-run stand between the two. Lungi Ngidi, first delivery pace on, since then just taken pace off. It's been the cutters into the surface. Again, slightly fuller but pace off.
Yeah, Rizwan is a kind of a player who can play the situation very well. He's got the ability to hold the helm when things are turbulent,
or the sea is choppy. Is the evidence that Pakistan in this game is in a very good position.
Just cuts him in half. That's the length he was looking for. Amir, we've been talking about Faisalabad and how international cricket has returned after 17 years. You've surely played on this ground. Any fond memories from back in your time?
There are many fond memories, but one memory I want to share with you. When Ramiz was captaining here, when he played as a captain his last game in a test match here, he bowled me about 60 or 70 overs in extreme heat, and I still hold it against him.
Well, we can find out why Ramiz Raja did so in a couple of deliveries. And I leave that question with JP Dumini to follow. 36 done, 184 for 3.
It's been Mohammad Rizwan show once again. He at times goes under the radar order. Architect. Averages in the 50s. Right, Azim? In the middle order? Less? Okay. Less than 50, but mighty consistent.
Well, I've been forced to ask the question, Ramesh. 51 overs for Amir Sohail in a test match here, is it? Your first comment was poor captaincy.
Oh! That's gone fine for runs. And I'm not going to elaborate on that. As they say, you learn from your mistakes. Home playing spin. That's the advantage you carry. You're out there for any length of time. Salman Ali Agha, 33 or 43. But it's Rizwan who's carried the momentum forward, just a single away from a 50. Plays it away from the infield for a couple of runs, runs back. And I'm sure that he would absolutely love this knock. Raises his hands to the gallery, to the audience. Looked a lot more resolute, looked a lot more consistent with his strategy and game plan. More firm in his mannerisms, and I think at times become a little bit more stubborn. And there's a lot of stubbornness and there's a lot of smartness to go in this innings from Mohammad Rizwan.
Yeah, 17th 50 in ODI cricket for Pakistan, and it came at a critical time. Pakistan 105 for 3, losing back-to-back wickets.
Oh, that's the beauty. That really is a cracker of a ball. No one close to the bat. put pressure on. He is 48 in Pakistan in ODIs, Mohammad Rizwan. And there's a clear-cut match winner if you bat in the middle order and average at such a healthy strike and maintain that healthy average. Got to be termed as a match winner. $191 for 3. A lot of people left when Babar Azam got out. But it's now about crossing the line, Pakistan, 73 from 78 with wickets in hand. They've got to be the favourites to get this done.
Yeah, it's been a critical partnership. Rizwan Salman, 86 or 87 rather, 105 deliveries. I guess the one thing that stands in South Africa's favour, particularly in the subcontinent, things can happen quickly. And you certainly don't want to throw in the towel at this point. 72 37, a few dot balls, all of a sudden that run rate creeps up. A few wickets in there, all of a sudden you're back in the game. More importantly, how do you get that? Do you bring an extra field in to create a little bit more pressure?
He's been brilliant. He had to get a partnership rolling, then he had to look after his own skills, his own innings. Stopped himself from being instinctive and natural. It was for the team. It was for himself also. Wanted to prove a point. Got this innings back on track with a lovely 50. Bounces it off the surface and well collected by the deep fielder. He runs beautifully. Full leg dive from Rizwan earns him a couple.
The ability to play all around the ground, particularly against the spin, which was probably the biggest threat in the middle phase.
So in a way, it becomes the first Pakistani to score a 50 after a gap of 17 years here in Faisalabad. It's a kind of a record as well. You're right, JP. South Africa would want this equation to be run a ball, and then if they can have a strike or two, make it tough for Pakistan to get over the line. They're just struggling a little bit, 50 overs impact. Some of these young bowlers, young kids, haven't played a lot of ODI cricket. It can test you out completely like test cricket.
Yeah, a little bit of cramp for Bjorn Fortuin by the looks of it. A very good spell. 9 overs, 1 for 35. I the important wicket of Babar Azam.
Obviously, he didn't like what he was offered. Making faces, not nice. What is it, pickle juice or something like that? Oh, a great spell. Both of them actually. Shaheen Shah Afridi, the last part of his bowling spell was so good to watch. It had everything. Yorker, bit of reverse, and a lot of intellect behind those last 3 or 4 overs. Ends with a dot, 195 for 3.
पाकिस्तान वर्सेस साउथ अफ्रीका लाइव मैच देखने के लिए क्लासिक क्रिकेट शॉट्स एंड हाईलाइट्स को सब्सक्राइब करें।
अब एक बार फिर वही तजुर्बा और वही एतबार जिससे होगी आपके दस्तरखान की राहत। लाजवाब हमदर्द रेसिपी मिक्सेस, द टेस्ट ऑफ हेरिटेज।
Coaches want things to happen quickly. In the meantime, it's Rizwan and Salman Ali Agha once again at it. They feature well as a pair in ODIs. Facing Pakistan in a very strong position in this chasing event.
यार मैं स्क्रीन में ठीक करूँ, मेरे पास इतना डर आ रहा है। जल्दी करिए कि
They have 5 men in the ring. Bosch will be looking for some reverse at this stage. Remember,
Abdullah
it's going
bhai?
to be 1 ball after over number 35. New rules in ODIs. Oh, that's a big hit. Is it a big hit? That's beautifully held. Pretorius, wonderful catch. He's stepping out. Rizwan is gone, and so twist in the tail. Is it going to be a little bit better now for the Proteas? Really was a remarkable piece of fielding. He must have been blinded for a little while and then had to adjust. Took a great low catch to dismiss dangerous Rizwan.
Yeah, it's a moment in the game that can swing the momentum, and Proteas will be elated. A very good innings by Mohammad Rizwan. He goes for 55. Pakistan, 196 for 4.
सबसे पहले हमने सफर का आगाज किया। सफर था कार खैर का। अब एक बार फिर वही तजुर्बा और वही एतबार जिससे होगी आपके दस्तरखान की राहत। लाजवाब हमदर्द रेसिपी मिक्सेस, द टेस्ट ऑफ हेरिटेज।
Fit in ODI cricket, Hussain Talit, because his numbers are impressive. 5 international matches, best of 41 not out, but in domestic ODI cricket he averages in the 40s. over 41 with a strike rate of over 90. And his job will be to tap the ball around and not look for any heroics at this stage. It's about getting partnership rolling for Pakistan.
Yeah, both on and middle, up in the circle. He felt he wanted to go the aerial route a little bit straighter. But gets a thick inside edge and lifts it beautifully to the deep square leg. And a real comfortable catch by Pretorius. Frustration. He was the set batter in that partnership. Going well under pressure.
पाकिस्तान वर्सेस
He's
साउथ
off the mark.
अफ्रीका लाइव मैच क्लासिक क्रिकेट शॉर्ट्स एंड हाइलाइट्स 56 को सब्सक्राइब करें और लाइव मैच एंजॉय करें।
He'll have to now control the flow of innings right till the end. Salman Ali Agha. Guide Hussain into the act. Been given as a wide. I'd call that. Maybe it was right. How high was this? Pretty high.
Is this the window of opportunity now for South Africa? We spoke about just bringing that run rate closer to that 6 mark and getting it up with the left-hander in play as well now. So we see Don Ferreira come back to the mix. Quick single.
How to watch live Pakistan versus South Africa match?
Brings up the 200 in the 39th over.
First 50, 59 balls, then 40, then 75, then 60. Coaches haven't allowed this game to run away from them. Really, it is breezy out there. Could be the reason why we haven't seen a lot of dew. Nice one through the offside. That fielder at long off is square. They come back for the second. Excellent piece of running. Salman Ali Agha is quick enough. He initiated the second call for 2, and he's made his ground quite well, quite nicely.
And a tight game is always some part of the game that really has to work well. Really targeting the off stump, hitting the pads. The odd one has spun to get the one that goes on with the arm to possibly hit the stumps as well.
Takes a little bit of time adjusting to the pitch conditions. The ball not coming onto the bat, so got to be careful square driving or cutting the ball. Oh, beautiful ball. Lowered the shoulder and still got that desired impact. Good spin off the straight. Beautifully done through the offside. That's a cracking cover drive. Everything's so right about it. Pick the speedy ball. They got leading, that was very close to being pulled to a 6-4.
कैसे किसी ने कहा
And we saw the seam up delivery in the previous one. Going back to the conventional and getting the purchase. Oh, opportunity missed by Quinton de Kock. Even trying to get back to his crease, couldn't get that back foot back. Disappointment.
The last power play. Power play 3 over 41 to 50. Maximum of 5 fielders are allowed outside 30-yard circle. Just a wee bit late on that one, and Bosch has got this ability to hurry you, to rush you. Adli should have finished the job. Mohammad Rizwan is batting so well. That's a beauty. Ball kicking off the surface and shaping it away from Hussain Talat. Hanging his bat at that one. So exactly 6 and over now.
Slight hint away from the left-hander. Coming around the wicket, the natural angle that you're looking for as a left-hander is coming into you, trying to hit the stumps. At times you can just wave your bat outside the off stump, not fully committed to it. So the dismissal of George Linder, very similar.
If you got pace like Bosch, you can extract something extraordinary out of the surface, especially at this stage of the game. At speed, who knows whether one will keep low, one will jump off the surface. I think slip is definitely in play, especially against Hussain Talat. That's good running. Fielders in to stop an easy rotation of strike. Ngidi there, just a little bit lazy on the take. Guides it well, plays it down for a run. After 41, 210 for 4.
चल मेरे नाल चल चल मेरे नाल वो ला 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 ला
Protest making a fist of things. Pakistan now need exactly 6 per over. Maintaining their presence, South Africa. Making use of the conditions. Susan Talade urging his partner to be aware of the gap on the offside. Yeah, perfect. There's that gap.
Field had the slip in place in the previous over, did Don Ferreira. So exquisite cover drive for 4 in the previous one, and just the change of field, getting into the extra cover position. Creates that space along the point region. Soft hand, so critical when you're facing the ability to rotate strike.
Yeah, that's the obvious angle, and worked extremely well by Salman Aliaga around the stumps. He's quick through the air. He's not going to get a gigantic spin from that angle back into the stumps. He was absolutely ready for this angle.
Don Ferreira known for his flatter trajectory. Yes, he's been extracting a little bit of purchase. But you always have a little bit of pace to work with. Then he gives the width outside the off stump. Welcome, Batsaman.
Sensible batting by Salman Aliaga into the 40s now. He had his tough moments, Salman Aliaga, early on in the innings, but weathered the storm. It's more a mental game to survive. Ngidi does well. A little bit more flight could be interesting.
Hi Abdullah.
Ferreira once again goes straight, goes flat. Engage him into playing a lofted shot over mid-wicket or long on. Because this strategy hasn't exactly worked. They're quite happy milking him for 1s and 2s. Yeah, quick single, and Gady once again. After 42, 217 for 4. average back to run a ball.
Yeah, there's not much more probably he could offer. If anything, maybe an adjustment in the field, maybe a catching position in the cover or mid-wicket region that brings that slow ball into play. It's quite deceptive, gets nice dip on it. And in a surface such as this one, where at times it can sit in the surface, it might bring those guys into play.
Slow ball punished. That's well fielded at mid-off. Really a grand effort. You've got to call it that. That ball was running away. Bosch, in the end, a big dive, a bit of chin to go with the hands. Oops.
Yeah, there's certainly two schools of thought here for Matthew Breedska and Lungi Ngidi. Do you bring an extra man in the ring, try and create some pressure, play a false shot, or do you take it deeper? The 1-2 sweeper. Are you happy to try and take it into that last 2-3 overs and try and put the pressure on there? Do you take the risk now and try and squeeze, try and get another wicket, possibly two, squeeze that way?
He's tried his hand at selecting the pace, but the ball is skidded off the surface. A couple of deliveries in this over, ball around 110, 111 speed. It's just exactly not gripped for him to cause any concern to the batsman. You got to get an extra man in, just to let them know that we are here to get a wicket. Let them think about a new strategy. Right now, I think it's business as usual as far as this pair is concerned. Just work the ball into the gaps, pick those singles, not worry about the big shots. And if we play the 50 overs, we'll win this. Very fidgety with his gloves, Salman Ali Agha. That came back, still was able to pick up a single. With soft hands, and so it's 2-2-3 for 4 after 40.
One needed, 6 wickets in hand for Pakistan. They should cruise it home from here. Alongside me, Armin Sahil. You certainly feel the team to make a play will be South Africa. Perhaps bring extra field up in the ring and force the hand of Pakistan.
The chances are bright for Pakistan to win this game. Opening game of this. That's in the air.
clears everything. He tried some kind of a stroke with the previous delivery, but the length was fuller. That's why he wasn't able to hit the ball aerial. But slightly back of the lane helped Salman Ali Agha to execute that stroke.
Yeah, and what a way to go to his half century this evening. A calculated risk, understanding the ball turning into him, but the placement to perfection. Straight down the ground, what better place to hit it? His half century comes up with 56 deliveries.
It has been a painstaking innings for Salman Ali Agha. Had to survive for a little while. And now he has gained enough confidence to go after the bowlers and to finish the game in a jiffy for Pakistan.
Yeah, you look back at both sides, and the real difference has been Salman Ali Agha to go with Mohammad Rizwan. I say you can't buy that kind of experience in any supermarket. Wonderful innings, wonderful partners. Crucial time for Pakistan as well.
And especially with the fact that Pakistan lost wickets in a cluster. And things were looking ominous. That partnership you're alluding to made the difference. Huge difference.
Yeah, so much learning to take from the partnership. No stage where they look bothered or flustered, gone about doing their business. Excellent partnership, and they're in the commanding position. 2-3-2 for 4. his ODI career, the 53.
Hmm.
So the selectors might lose the patience.
Get a sense that someone was trying to line him up for exactly that delivery. There's for South Africa. You won't mind him taking that element of risk. Not at this stage of the game anyway.
Yeah, this pitch is offering more grip now. Who is going to be the major factor?
Yeah, he bowls that, he disguised that ball so well. You can see Mohamed Nawaz trying to line him up, but irrespective whether you pick it or not, you still have to hit it off the surface. Like you've alluded to, the surface played a lot better than we all anticipated.
पाकिस्तान इतनी आसानी से जीत नहीं सकता.
The initial stage this afternoon, we thought it might turn a lot, it might grip a lot. It's actually held up quite nicely.
दोस्तों लाइव चैट में बताएं कि मैच कौन जीतेगा. मेरा ख्याल है मैच फंस जाएगा.
It's another slower ball, single into the leg side. The sense there's a bit of tension building. Salman, he tried to look composed, but that previous shot he played sent me a signal that he's going to try and get this job done as quickly as he possibly can. Big question I've got for you, is it worth the risk at this chase?
Well, if it's in the slot, go for it. Do not try to manufacture something. Equation is simple. In this day and age, 16 from 14 deliveries. Is okay?
Oh, that is some shot. It's advanced down the track and he's going to pick up a smeared it over the offside and also bring up the 250 for Pakistan.
दोस्तों लाइव चैट में बताएं मैच कौन जीतेगा.
Yeah, he's been relying on slow deliveries throughout this over. Just because Salman Ali Agha stepped out of the crease, changed the pace, offer a lot of place for Salman to work with, and a timely boundary for Pakistan.
Pressure relieved.
Oh, he's gone with the slow ball. He's hit us high up in the night sky. Catch! The cries of catch. Yes, he's got it! And it's Donovan Ferreira who takes the catch. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
What a catch. What a catch that was. He had to cover a lot of territory. Kept eyes peeled on the ball. And took it with ease in the end. Makes you wonder why he offered some pace to Salman Aliaga. The slow ones were working.
Yeah, it's certainly the ball that proved to be effective this evening, but that is some catch from Donovan Ferreira. He had to cover a lot of yards. Yes, and that's what it means. A bit of hope, a bit of belief for South Africa. Salman Aliaga makes way for 62, Pakistan 2-5.
सबसे पहले हमने सफर का आगाज किया सफर था कार खैर का अब एक बार फिर
मेरा ख्याल है मैच फंस गया
और वही एतबार जिससे होगी आपके दस्तरखान की रौनक लाजवाब हमदर्द रेसिपी मिक्सेस द टेस्ट ऑफ हेरिटेज
Captain to the crease. And as much as everybody is shouting, get the job done, he will know the importance of picking up a couple of crucial runs alongside Mohamed Nawaz, who will be the entrusted bet. I get a feeling that he will have to see his team across the line this evening. And how is this a thrown of the dice by the South African captain? Bring you on the off spinner in Donovan Ferreira.
Intricate move. Because Linda is not a comfortable bowler, ball to the left-handers. Gone with the off-spinner. Played into the gap. Running hard for the second. Not available.
इनका दूसरा ले लेना चाहिए
Who knew this contest is going to turn out to be a humdinger of a contest? It's going to the wire.
He's got an excellent slow ball, that's Lungi Ngedi. Again, you ask yourself the question, the previous ball with pace on, was that necessary? So that just released the pressure somehow. But nonetheless, he picked up the all-important wicket. It was the in-batter that they got rid of. I'd say smart captaincy from Brietzke. Well, now I get a feeling they might have to bring up an extra field into the ring. Got 3 on the offside and the mid-wicket. They know Afridi. There's no muck with the bat, but he's probably going to look to go downtown. That's a pressure.
Yeah, his preferred area is mid-wicket. In between mid-wicket and long gone. He'll be looking for a bit of room outside the off stump. But he's just darting the ball in.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, how long do you reckon he's going to last the temptation? Saying Saafredi. But I think that dot ball might have just crept into the mind of Mohamed Nawaz. Might get the sense that he's going to try and finish it in this over, or at least look to.
Yeah, that's what you do as a batting side when you're chasing a total. You want to finish the game in the penultimate over. A good strike.
Oh, another dot ball on me, another dot ball. Pressure mounting.
Yeah, every dot delivery is going to tip scales here. The tension is mounting up. Some tense faces in both the dressing rooms.
Oh, an excellent piece of bowling here by Donovan Ferreira. Pakistan will be asking themselves, how did we get ourselves into this position? From a commanding position where nobody could touch them. They are now up against the 10 of 7 required.
That's his ability. Yes. He played few dot deliveries. He was waiting for the ball to
दोस्तों
come
इस
to his
छक्के
zone
का मजा
and he
आया
was
फिर
ready for it. Pounced on it, made the equation very easy for Pakistan. It's 260 for 7.
तो इसी तरह हमारे साथ पाकिस्तान के सारे मैच लाइव देखने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें
In the slot. And Mohammad Nawaz said, thank you very much. I'll ease the pain of this run chase. And that's what it means to the folks out here in Faisalabad.
तो पहले सिंगल वो सिंगल भी
But
बचना
we are not done yet. Who does he turn to? The final over of this match that has provided us so much entertainment. And guess what? He's gone to Kurban Bosch. He's been having a fantastic series so far in Pakistan. Can he close it out for his captain? He's going to go around the wicket to the left-handed Sain Afridi. We had just grip a couple away from the left-hand a little earlier. You will have to start spot on, pretty much spot on from the get-go.
Has to be a miraculous over from Corbin Bosch to be able to win the game for South Africa. Driven nicely. Only 2 needed now.
Yeah, you get a feeling that should seal it for Pakistan. Many would argue Lungasani Ngidi with that slow ball option of his might have been a wonderful option right now. His hands are better, one pace on.
Especially to the left-handers. Slow deliveries, moving away from the left-handers. Not easy to deal with. For Pakistan so far. That move from South African captain.
He's brought the field up on and he's going to pick one more. Well, scores are tied. Pakistan now only need 1 run. The captain in the background taking his shoes off. Perhaps feel that he can just relax a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be highest successful chase in Faisalabad in ODIs. And what a start for Shaheen Shah Afridi as a captain. Was able to make his mark. Handled the pressure quite well, both with the ball and bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't leave your seats as yet. Because that is the wicket of Mohammad Nawaz. A little head shake from Bjorn Fortuin. And what a moment to lose your wicket.
Yeah, turn the face of the bat a bit too early. An easy catch for 14. And the result has been delayed because of that wicket.
Nawaz goes for 9, Pakistan 263 for 8. Nasim Shah with 1 run to get for his country. Oh, that is straight, but not straight enough, says the umpire. And what South Africa has no reviews left means Pakistan crossed the line of victory. They draw first blood in this 3-match ODI series, and they go victorious by 2 wickets here in Faisalabad.
For some, it might not be convincing.
दोस्तों इसी तरह आगे वाले मैच
That's a very good start for Nadeem Shah
सब्सक्राइब कर लें
as a captain.
शुक्रिया
Made the right calls. And congratulations to Pakistan.